Every form of music needs a new generation of composers and performers to keep it alive and keep it moving forward. And jazz is certainly no exception. Billy Taylor has found a jazz artist who is in the forefront of the next generation, a talented young man who is proud to share the limelight and the credit with his old man.
Good evening. I'm Mickey Wallace. We'd like to... I travel with him and go everywhere that's possible. He takes care of the art. I try to provide some direction from a production standpoint as to where that ought to go. Thanks, Dad.
Well, he's always been extremely supportive and works around the clock, really, to find opportunities for me to shine.
When 22-year-old Sean Thunder Wallace prepares to go on stage, his father, Mickey Wallace, is usually by his side.
Really, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know what music is. It might not seem like it sometimes, but I've always been appreciative of that.
The fact that he's always been willing to listen as much as he has speeded along the progress and developed him as a player.
Sean's music has taken them far beyond hometown Eaton Rapids, Michigan. He began playing alto saxophone when he was 6, composing at 7. His first album was recorded when he was just 14. Even when he was young, Sean preferred traditional mainstream jazz. Now there are 4 albums and a 5th underway. The Wallaces have made Sean's music a family project.
Well, the reason that I ended up connected to the business side of this, where he's concerned, as I have, is because he got started at a very young age, and he was on programs with adult players, all old enough to be his father or grandfather on programs, starting at 11, 12 years old. And the kinds of elements that the smoking and the drinking and some of the kinds of things that have historically been a problem for the business, for this industry, I was trying to shelter him from in the early ages. That's no longer necessary. He has his own pretty well-established and well-rooted value system now.
Here we go, chapter 20. And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of...
Spirituality is as important to Sean as his music. At school, he holds weekly Bible study meetings. He's on full scholarship to Western Michigan University, majoring in music and religion.
Do you have any aspirations to be a minister as a profession, as you are a musician by profession, as a profession?
I think that later on in my life, it's going to be kind of a 50-50 thing.
That reminds me of a scripture that I heard recently.
Sean's mom, Phyllis, has always been the family's spiritual leader. Sean calls his ministry Lightning of the Thunder.
Where did the nickname Thunder come from?
That's an embarrassing story. Well, when I was a kid, younger, we'll say, my older brother already had the nickname Lightning. And what goes with lightning but thunder? And it was a good excuse to give me that name. He was very quick. I was very loud.
He not only plays saxophone, but clarinet, keyboards, and flute.
On flute, I incorporate a lot of triple tonguing, sound effects.
Triple tongue.
Okay. All right. Triple tonguing is It's basically going taka 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 taka. Actually, it's double tonguing. Taka 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 taka. That's triple double tonguing. As Dr. Billy Taylor told me, that Duke Ellington told him, when you play a song, make it your own.
He aspires to be a teacher and a band leader. With his University Jazz Sextet, Sean Wallace has the opportunity to do both.
The big benefit is that you have a lot of musicians that over there that are so hungry to learn that I just hand out charts and they all show up, you know, and they don't tell me how much you're going to pay me. They tell me I'm glad to play the music.
Great.
So,
well, love that part because you're never gonna find that again after you get out of school.
okay, how are we doing at this here? Is this first, second, third, fourth?
First, second.
Okay, that's always back.
At this year's Jazz Educators Convention in Chicago, Sean had to work a little harder to impress these veterans of jazz, the Black Caucus Jazz Band.
You got two pauses here. You got two birds eyes. That's what's messing things up. You know, you understand?
I don't know how long you would think you could do. Okay, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
But impress them he did with his skilled performance. Sean Thunder Wallace is on his way. With musical abilities far beyond his years, he's developing the strength of mind and body he needs to be a world-class musician. To his father, Mickey, Sean has always been a world-class son.
The name Sean means God's gift, and he's certainly been God's gift to me, and I think his music is God's gift to the world.